What's up, guys? In today's video, we are doing a full restoration on a 1991 Duckworth aluminum boat. This boat was beyond oxidized, and the customer brought it to me asking if we could bring it back to life, so we took on the challenge. You can see where the decals were basically baked and cooked onto the surface. We had to do a decent amount of sanding to be able to remove all of the old decals to bring back the luster of the aluminum boat. The Renegade buffing products came in absolutely amazing, and if you would like to buy all of the products that we talk about in today's video, they will be in the description section down below. We are going to be doing some detailing on the interior of this boat as well. On the inside, we're just doing a basic clean. We're going to kind of shampoo the carpets out. This video is going to be all about how to take an aluminum boat that's severely oxidized to make it look like a mirror on the water. Let's go. If you are a boat owner and you are going to try to attempt to do this to your boat, just realize that it took a lot of time and a lot of patience to be able to get the quality of the job that we did. So if you don't have any experience in running rotary polishers or sanders, just know that this is a pretty advanced job. So we are going to use a rotary polisher to do our sanding, and it's going to kick up a ton of aluminum dust. So make sure you have glasses on, ear muffs because it's going to be loud. Make sure that you have a respirator before you do this. We're going to do 180 grit sand on a rotary polisher at 3,200 RPMs, and we're going to get these decals off. We're going to make sure that we sand this thing in a perfect uniform pattern. Finish out side to side, and we're going to make the sand on this thing beautiful. I am learning that sanding is the most crucial part. So if you want a nice finish and you want a perfect finish, go ahead and make sure you take your time and do the sanding properly. Do not rush through this process. Let's go. We're going to start off our sand at 180 grit on the rotary polisher at 3,200 RPMs. We're going to break the boat up into about 2-foot sections. Every single time you switch to a new section, go ahead and switch your disc to a fresh sanding disc. The reason why we had to start at 180 grit was to be able to remove all of the oxidized aluminum that was on the side and to remove the decals. We ended up having to use 180 grit to even remove the decals because they were so cooked into the surface. After we were done the 180 grit, we then followed up and just went right back over it with 320 grit and 600 grit. Again, we broke it up into 2 to 3 foot sections. We replaced the sanding disc every 2 to 3 feet to really make sure we got a nice, even, consistent cut to remove all of the sanding scratches from the 180 grit. We then did all 3 steps on the top here as well. A big problem that a lot of people have is when they sand, they go all over the place. I like to keep my sanding patterns very, very consistent and very nice all the way down. When you are done sanding your boat, this is how it should look. This was really tricky, getting around all of these rivets right here and then getting in between all of these ridges. Every single time that you drop a grit, make sure that you're looking to remove the deep scratches. And every single time you do your sanding, it should get smoother and smoother and smoother. And as you can see, we have a nice, even pattern all the way through. The first initial cutting step will be done with the orange Renegade pad with the brown tri-cut Rouge bar. So this one's used, obviously, we're gonna do the brown Rouge bar, orange cutting pad on the Makita angle grinder. To be able to install this orange pad, it does have to go on a very specific way. We have this shaft extender. You will need one of these because it won't just fit directly onto the angle grinder. So you're gonna want this little extender. Then you're going to put a washer onto it. And then we have these safety flanges. We're gonna put the indented side down first onto it, and then this side you can see kind of concaves in, and then this side is flat. We're gonna put the concaved in side first, and then we're gonna put the other side of the safety flange on the polisher. When you buy your angle grinder, it's going to come with this part. You're just going to put it on the thread. So we have it right here. Just gonna screw it in reverse pattern onto the threads. Once we have it on here, we're just gonna tighten it real good, and now we are ready for polishing. All right, guys, so step number 1 in the buffing process is going to be the orange pad with the brown bar. Now, when you first get these canvas discs in the kit, you really want to rake them out really good before you start the polishing process. So take that rake, really fluff out the fibers on the end of the pad before you get to work. Then you want to add the Rouge bar directly to the pad and go ahead and start from the bottom and work your way up. This is a really big key factor, is always start from the bottom and work your way up, because it's going to push that compound and it's going to keep the compound lubricated. Typically, anywhere from every 3 to 5 5 passes, you want to re-rake and re-add the compound. The more you rake and the more you add the compound, the better. You also want to make sure you have a consistent amount of heat. That's why it is really crucial that you use this first cutting step on the angle grinder that's 6,000 RPMs. If you just use a rotary polisher, you may not get the same cutting effect because it just doesn't have the ability to get as hot. So this is why we are using an angle grinder with 6,000 RPMs with this orange cut pad with the brown tri-cut bar. All right, so once we're finished with that step, we're gonna hop to the yellow pad with the green bar. This is more of a refining step. When you do that orange pad, you're gonna see that it's gonna put these little slices all in the aluminum. It really shines it up, but it is going to scratch it up pretty bad. So that's why we wanna follow up with the yellow pad and the green bar. You can pretty much think of this as like a medium cut compound. So we did the heavy cut, and now this is going to be the medium cut. Again, start from the bottom of the boat and work your way up. Don't ever go from the top and work your way down. Always start from the bottom and work your way up. That is how you're going to get a consistent shine. Really let the speed of the machine really heat up and really let that aluminum get nice and hot with the polish. The more heat you have, typically the better outcome you're going to get. Always maneuver that pad the best you can to be able to get all around the rivets, and this top edge was pretty tricky, but we got the job done. All right, so after the yellow step, we're gonna do our final pass with the white pad with the purple Rouge bar. Now, we did hop onto the rotary polisher now because with this pad, it's more of a finishing pad, so we had to use a little less heat and a little less power. We ran this machine at about 1,800 to 2,000 RPMs. We really let the purple bar just really work in. This actually left it almost practically swirl-free. Now, we obviously did the entire boat. We did the other side of the hull, and we did the back here. Right here, I'm just showing you guys kind of what we did on the white pad, but we did all of the exact same steps on the entire boat. We did use this white pad with the purple bar to really clean up the diamond plate on the back and get it finished up. Once we were done with that, we just moved the trailer out and did all the steps where the fenders were to really get that part cleared up. We are officially done with the polishing. I went and showered and cleaned off, and now we are going to wash the boat. We're going to just do a simple Dawn dish soap wash. We're going to be really soft on the aluminum because now the aluminum is super soft, it's super shiny. You don't want to go scrubbing because you can re-scratch it. We're going to wash the inside of the boat, get the glass cleaned up, get the interior cleaned out before we move on to the ceramic coating. Let's go. Alrighty guys, now we're just going to wash the boat from the inside out. We're just using Dawn dish soap with a wash mitt and a little scrub brush to be able to clean it. When you're doing the metal polishing, it's going to kick this black soot stuff everywhere. It was really disgusting and gets all over your body and the boat. So we're just using the Dawn dish soap to really scrub that off and to give the interior of this boat a detail. When you're washing the aluminum on the outside or when you're cleaning the boat afterwards, make sure that you wash it with a really nice, clean, soft lamb's wool mitt from Max Shine. It is an amazing mitt that's really soft. If you use anything really coarse or if you use a boat brush, you will scratch the aluminum. Right now, the aluminum is a perfect mirror finish and it's very delicate. So if you use a brush or something hard on the exterior, it will scratch it. So make sure you use something very light to get the exterior off. We are going to dry it to prevent water spots, and then we're going to kind of detail the inside. We're going to start off with the seat cushions. We're just going to do our deep clean with the seat cushions. We're going to spray super clean 50-50 diluted onto the seat cushions. We're going to take our brush to scrub them out. We're going to take some magic erasers to clean the cushions off and then re-rinse the seats off. Once we pull the boat back into the shop, we're just going to shop back all the carpets out, get them nice and cleaned and dried. We're going to take Shine Supply clutch and protect all of the interior surfaces, the glass, the seats, the metal. You can do all of the interior surface with Shine Supply clutch. We did have to reapply some decals. We did a water method just so we could easily put it on there. So we sprayed the surface with water, we put the decals on, let it dry with a heat gun. Once the water was all dry, take the film right off. When it came to the CF numbers, we sprayed the soapy water onto the surface. We got the decals exactly how we wanted them, took a heat gun and dried them, and that was it. They're perfectly finished. Alrighty guys, we got our boat pulled out. It is the final step. We are going to ceramic coat this. We did a ton of polishing and we just want to protect it as best as we can. It's aluminum, it will oxidize again. It's not going to be bulletproof, but we're gonna do everything in our power to keep it protected. So we're going to put one nice thick coat of Beadlock Pro Marine by Shine Supply on the exterior of the boat. So we're gonna do under the waterline and the hull. Let's go. All right, let's go ahead and apply Shine Supply Beadlock Pro Marine to the exterior of the boat. We're gonna break it up into about 5 to 8 foot sections. We're gonna add about 15 to 20 drops of ceramic coating to the applicator pad. We're going to apply it to the boat. We're gonna let it sit for roughly 2 minutes to flash, and then we're going to take 3 microfiber towels and level off the ceramic coating. So it's pretty much the same as you would always ceramic coat a boat. We're going to add it directly to the surface, let it flash, and level off the surface to a perfectly mirror finish. The Shine Supply Beadlock Pro Marine should last anywhere from 12 to 18 months to give us some protection. It may be a little less on the aluminum because the aluminum is so porous, but we're going to do everything that we possibly can to keep this perfect mirror finish on the hull of this boat. Add the drops to the applicator pad and also do this toe rail. You can go over the metal piping, the rivets, and the chrome pieces. You can do the entire exterior of the boat with Shine Supply Beadlock Pro Marine. All right, so that is it for the ceramic coating process. Let's go ahead and check out the before and after video. We've been working on this on and off for about a month and a half. It did not take us that long to do. It just, we worked this job within our other details, and it took us about a month and a half to complete. I would say overall, I have about probably 35 hours into this boat. It has utterly kicked my butt. It hit me in the face. My rotary sander hit me in the face one of the days, kind of took me out. It was not fun, but we ended up getting this boat completely done. It looks absolutely amazing. So anyway, guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell notification so that every time we make a video, it will pop up. And like always, all of the products that we talked about in today's video are in the description section down below. If you click those links and purchase those products, we appreciate you guys for that. Well, guys, that is it for today's video. We'll see you on our next one. Let's go.